Plant material centers, there are 25 nationwide that are operated by USDA-NRCS, are basically operating to select and develop conservation plants to help solve natural resource problems. Our priority here at Cape May is to select and develop plants that solve coastal problems. So what we're doing here at Cape May in relation to climate change is to select and test plants that have typically not grown in this environment but actually are naturally growing south and either are migrating north naturally or we feel that they have some adaptability and can help us solve a particular problem in this particular area of the Mid-Atlantic. We look at plants and their resilience to climate and maybe their adaptability to heat and drought conditions and or flooding, or in some cases look at their potential salt tolerance. With rising sea levels, salts are moving further up tidal estuaries, and we're taking a look at these particular shoreline or wetland plants that may have adaptability to increase salt tolerances. So a farmer could potentially plant another crop in these transition areas that are getting wetter over time and getting saltier over time, rather than just abandoning those areas and allowing, say, Phragmites, which is an invasive grass, to move in and take over those areas. One of the plants we're working with in relation to climate change is Seashore Milo, and we're working in partnership with the University of Delaware, Marine Sciences folks, the Halophyte Biotechnology Lab in Lewis, Delaware. And that particular plant is a value-added plant that provides ecosystem services in the transitional areas between wetlands and uplands or agricultural production fields. And it actually serves a function to reduce the intensity that Phragmites may take over that particular area, as well as providing some ecosystem services as far as being a good pollinator plant. Oils from the seed could be potential biofuel or biodiesel fuels. The stems can be cut and chopped and used as bedding for poultry litter houses, or used as an absorption material, or even potentially used as a cat litter product. So we're looking at these other products that could come from the Seashore Milo. We're primarily interested in it as a transition plant between wetland and upland. It can tolerate occasional flooding by saltwater. It's basically a riparian buffer plant that can maintain some sort of a riparian buffer system in the event that saltwater intrusion is occurring, and it holds off the invasion of Phragmites. So because of sea level rise, some of these transition areas between wetland and upland are becoming wetter and saltier. So we're taking a look at alternative crops that could be planted in these particular transition areas, like switchgrass, coastal panic grass, prairie cordgrass, that could be harvested as a biofuel crop. Another plant we're working with that could be used or planted in that particular area of these transitional areas is salt meadow cordgrass. So salt meadow cordgrass was once harvested in the marshes themselves. While with rising sea levels, these marshes are being drowned. So we're basically moving that production of that salt meadow cordgrass further upland or further inland and intentionally planting it as a potential salt hay crop, which is still, there's still a demand that, for that particular product. The Cape May Plant Material Center works with plants for dune stabilization, and one plant that we're currently working with that does not naturally occur in this area right now is sea oats. It occurs naturally from Virginia on south through Florida and the Gulf states. However, we have selected a strain and been working with that particular strain of sea oats since the early 90s, and we're about ready to release that material to the commercial marketplace because we feel that it has the adaptability to our climate here, and that can be commercially produced and sold and planted at least as far north as central Jersey. With climate change and our hotter and drier climates, our Cape American beach grass, which is very common here along the Jersey coast, is not performing as well. It's more of a northern plant. It prefers a little bit cooler climate, and we would like to select and have the sea oats used as a component to beach grass in our dune systems. In the event that in the future, with excessive drought conditions and hotter and drier conditions, that the sea oats would actually perform the function that beach grass now performs, but is not performing at the level that it used to perform. The plant collection, selection, and development work we do here at Cape May has been ongoing for over 50 years now. We're basically looking at our work now with sort of a new eye, with climate change as being a major issue that is impacting growers, impacting farmers throughout the country. And we're more focused on looking at these plants and adaptability and their resilience to changing climate.